It's time for Rabbi Minkowicz's Weekly Torah Lesson, a place where life's most difficult questions are answered. Here with his spiritual perspective and insight, Rabbi Minkowicz.
Welcome to this week's Torah lesson. This week's Torah portion is Parsha's Behaalotecha. The question of the week is it possible to change God's mind? So in this week's Torah portion, Parsha's Behaalotecha, we learn about the Jewish people when they had to observe Pesach, and they had to bring the Paschal lamb as a sacrifice on the holiday Passover. So the law is that if you're impure, you cannot bring a sacrifice. And the people that were impure came to Moshe Rabbeinu and said, listen, we're impure. We can't bring the sacrifice. We want to bring a sacrifice. So Moshe Rabbeinu said, wait, let me hear what God has to say. God responded and said, guess what? If somebody was impure or the person was out of town by accident and could not be there for the time to celebrate Pesach, God gave an opportunity to celebrate another Passover called actually Pesach Sheni. And Pesach Sheni is observed for anyone that was either impure in the first Pesach or they were out of town by accident. So the Rebbe asked a simple question. God made the laws, and the laws are what you have to bring a sacrifice in the holiday Passover. There's also laws of purity and impurity, and the laws that when you're impure, you cannot bring a sacrifice. So the question that we asked, what was the people thinking that they even came to Moshe Rabbeinu and said, Moshe Rabbeinu, we're impure and we can't bring it. For sure, if you're impure, you can't bring it. And those are the rules that if you're impure, you can't bring it. Why were they even bothering Moshe Rabbeinu? So the Rebbe says, here you see the Torah is teaching us the power of tshuva. When someone cannot do a mitzvah, and it bothers him that they can't do a mitzvah, so the fact that it bothers you, that goes under the category of tshuva, where you're basically turning to God, and you're saying to God, really, I want to do this. I know by the rules, I don't have to do it, but it bothers me because I want to have that connection with you. So when something really bothers somebody, and the person turns to God and does tshuva, God will give the person an opportunity to make up for what they weren't able to do because they were impure. So the answer to the question, is it possible to change God's mind? Absolutely. If you do real tshuva, if you return to God with sincerity, God will allow you the opportunity to even change God's mind. This week's Torah lesson is in memory of Baruch ben Aryeh Leib and Shlomo Ben Yosef. May their souls be elevated for the Torah that we're studying in their memory. I'd like to dedicate and wish a special mazel tov to my daughter Chana on her marriage to Mendy Dunin. Mazel tov. Thanks so much for joining us for our weekly Torah lesson. For more information on Chabad, please see our website.